Good evening. I'm your host, Stuart Blanchet, and this is yet another episode of Giles Tenderworth's Monsters in the Dark. Episode 14, The Grootslang. In the dawn time, when the gods were yet young and their powers were yet new, they did as all children do when touched by epiphany. They experimented. Some of those experiments fill us with wonder. All we need do is look around us to see the beauty that is our world. But others should fill us with trepidation and fear. When Mujaji, deity of creation, first breathed life into the Grootslang, it took them a moment before they realized what they'd wrought. The Grootslang was a creature of primeval proportions, too powerful, too cunning, too dangerous by far to be allowed to exist. Thus the gods combined their powers and, barely, tore the Grootslang in twain, creating the first elephants and serpents that roam our world. But something of the Grootslang survived and escaped with the gods' treasure to the earth still in its infancy. The creature swore an oath that it would never allow the gods or any of the gods' creations to touch its spoils, and thus chose to guard them for all eternity. There are tales all along the Orange River, better known as the Geriep in southern Africa, of a great and vicious serpent that rises in the dark to eat the cattle grazing along its banks. Local tribes describe a huge snake between 10 and 20 meters long and warn travelers not to venture too deeply into the local cave systems, and particularly to avoid a place known as the Wonder Hole, a great pit some 20 meters deep, believed by the local tribes to be the entrance to the Grootslang's lair. Within the lodge's archives we have this account, written by a local tribesman and translated for your benefit. White men enter the Hole of Wonder in groups. They seek the stones that sparkle like fire. Very few return. The account goes on to describe that most survivors that do return fall to disease within days. Disease likely given to them by the venom of the Grootslang. Only one person seems to have ever fully survived their journey into the Wonder Hole, and they were saved by their cowardice, frightened away by a flock of bats before they truly entered the caves. If you would seek the prehistoric treasure of the Grootslang, know this: its hide is completely impenetrable by any modern weapon and by any ancient magic. Its eyes cut like its teeth, both made of diamonds that will slice through anything you bring to defend yourself, and its tongue drips with the most virulent of venom and diseases. Do not venture into the bottomless caves around the Garriep if you value your life, especially not at night while the Grootslang hunts. It would be unfortunate if this creature's diamond eyes were the last thing you would ever see. Fare thee well into the dark. Let great creatures lie, as the gods have done. Lock up your livestock at night. Do not build too close to the river. And let the universe's riches come to you. Until next time, I am your host, Stuart Blanchet. And this has been another episode of Giles Tenderworth's Monsters in the Dark. Please take the time to like and subscribe to our channel, and do check out our Kickstarter if you have a moment. Until next time, dear watchers, good night.